What's cooler than that?
Did you have your birthday?
May 1st.
Congratulations. Oh, snap. So, yeah,
21.
you've been... What do you think about the bars now? The bar life? How's that working out?
Okay, so I was already in the bar life when I was like 15. So it was
Hold
nothing.
up. Where's my
it was
beat
nothing,
button at?
It was nothing. It was like nothing different because we grew up in Houston. So
You could get into the bars in Houston at 15?
We would be at strip clubs. Everything.
Oh yeah, down there, I'm sure.
What's the age to get in?
Well, it doesn't really matter if like they just let you in.
Really?
If you look of age, they'll let you. They don't give a fuck.
You want money, man.
Yeah, and then yeah, so like the guys,
get paid.
they'll be like, okay, $10. Like if you're under 18, they'll just be like $10, and so the guys will get in for like $10. If you're cool with the bouncer, you get in for free, and then like girls obviously get in for free, like.
This is sexist, right?
Yeah, guys always have to.
Well,
I'm
this
sorry, but guys
brings in more guys, right? You got women in the
guys
bar.
always gotta pay, but yeah.
What do you do in a strip club as a 15-year-old?
We would party like okay, so
Wait, you said tell the story, please.
Okay, so
I'm curious.
basically they would be like posting promos for bars and stuff like that. You ever see like flyers and stuff for like certain people going to bars or clubs?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they would post stuff like that, and like me and my friends just randomly were like, we should go, like, you know, whatever.
At
and
15.
Yeah. And well, cause like I feel like when you grow up like not in a really good area, like you grow up really fast. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like, yeah. So I kind of did grow up too fast. Like me and my friends, we all acted like we were of age already by the time we were 15, which we obviously weren't. Like at my big age right now, I'm like, girl, what were you doing? But yeah, we would go and they just let us in, and you would just like party upstairs with the strippers while they were dancing. They didn't care to get paid.
Nuts.
Yeah, like the strippers in Houston, they didn't really care to get paid. Like they wanted to get up. Like they like shots. If you had a bottle, like the strippers were just, they'll give you free dances to take a shot. Like that's how they were.
So was this like a ghetto strip club? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, most of the strip clubs in Houston are pretty ghetto unless you're going to like a gentleman's club, like, you know what I mean? So those like ones deep in like downtown, like in the city, like those are different. I would not get in those.
So you guys were
get out.
Yeah, you guys were kind of on. So that that'd
we
be
were
like
in
more
like
of a professional place.
Yes, exactly. Like even in the professional place though, if you know the bouncer, I guarantee you could get in, you know?
I'm sure. And that's a lawsuit waiting to happen for those people later if you do that to the wrong girls.
Yes. They've had that happen actually like recently, about a year ago. One of the girls that I knew that I was just mutuals with, she actually got into one of the clubs in downtown, like same kind of thing, and she left there and got killed. Yeah. And like her parents were trying to sue the club because like the parents, I felt like it was like more of a money thing because like the club really didn't have much to do with it when she left. Like she wasn't that drunk, but she ended up getting killed like driving, and like with some guy ended up flying out of the vehicle, flying off of like a freeway, which is really sad. But they did shut down one of the clubs because of that, because they let her in and she was under 21 and she was drinking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like they usually get raided or shut down.
Right.
Yeah, they're only popping for like a couple months and then it's over.
I was
move
gonna
on to the
say.
next. Like that's literally how it is.
Yeah, I know we were just talking about this not long ago. We had here an Asian massage parlor. Everybody knows what an Asian massage parlor is, right? And that got shut down in like, what was it? It was under a year.
I'm sure, probably.
Obviously, I never got to go. God bless me, but you know, I had hopes and dreams at one point, and whatever punk police officer or detective shut that down. Ooh, dude, we had Sheriff Corey Lee on here. I need to be careful.
Oh yes, I saw that video. Yeah, I saw that. Y'all had him on here. Oh my God.
So,
when was this? When did they shut
He's
it
not a
down?
city cop anyways.
No.
We're good. Oh, shit.
skis.
Elbows.
I think they shut it down like
How was this held up?
just right here. Yeah, just set it on there.
Skis is getting wild.
Skis. Yeah, there you go. I think they shut it down like, what was it? That had to be like 4 or 5 years ago.
Dang.
And here's my thought process. Why would you do that?
Yeah, like if you really think about it, like 4 to 5 years ago, they should already opened a new one.
Yeah, there was no calls for. It wasn't like people were calling saying, "Oh, people are getting there's like drugs everywhere."
Yeah.
Dudes were just going in,
Getting that thing.
getting happy, whatever, and they
Getting
were
a
out.
pizza
Yeah.
Eating.
If anything, it
Papa
was
John's
calming them
pizza.
down. You go to
Yeah.
any of the bars in this town. I'm sure you've seen this. You go in any bars in this town. It's like 99% dudes, and
Yeah,
you see one
90%
girl in, and she
girls.
gets swarmed.
Yeah.
So all that testosterone, all that nonsense that get pent up in these dudes, it's got to go somewhere.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think because this is a traveling town,
Control yourself.
like
True.
it's very much a good business opportunity. You know, bring some girls over here. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't necessarily see the negatives. I mean, obviously, it's morally wrong, right? If you're like a God-fearing individual, and
Well, you're just bringing them here to so they take them on dates.
it's just so hard to argue, yeah, how it's
hang out.
a negative, right? It's like, because then, like, there's, I don't know, like, dudes are constantly leering at girls, like, they're making all these. If guys could go to the bar and they're just relaxed and they're empty, it's like you wouldn't have so much. I don't know. What's your take on, like, how do you see guys here? Are they super aggressive towards you? Do they make? Because I've hung out with dudes and some girl walks by and they just don't care. They just make the weirdest, creepiest. To me, it's creepy. It's
Yeah.
disrespectful comments as they're walking. Do you deal with that? No.
not really, because I'm
Really?
literally on the hip of Caesar. Like,
Oh, yeah, you got your
24/7.
man with
yeah,
you.
like when we go out, like I'm literally on his hip. Like, you know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I will say this: what I've seen from the bars, because like we haven't really gone out to a lot, but
No
they
creeps.
do tend to like creep on, you know. But then I get it. Like, there's not really a lot of girls here, so like
There's
you know,
nothing for them to
There's-
do.
Well, they've been
Yeah.
drinking, so now they have the ambition to like try, you know.
Yeah.
But now you just
Yeah.
come off creepy because you're like, "Ugh, what's up, baby?"
But then
Yeah, that's true.
You're not so like in the right mind, right? You just sound stupid at that
Right.
time.
Yeah.
At that point, when they finally have the courage to go.
I've also seen girls though. Like, I
Unless-
think
oh,
I've
yeah.
witnessed more girls like getting onto guys. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really.
I witnessed it like quite a few times, and like, but they're like pretty hammered, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like nobody. I mean, some guys want that, but not most. Like what I've seen.
Guys are creeps
Guys don't give a
sometimes.
fuck.
I think we men have more fear of ourselves than women do. And that weirds me out sometimes because a lot of women, like I'll be in a situation with my girlfriend sometimes at the grocery store and I'm like, hey, you didn't see that dude walking behind us? He was following us. Like, I'll say stuff like
Oh,
that, right?
yeah.
I'm sure the guy wasn't following us. Or she and I will be driving in our car, and I'll be like, hey, check your mirrors. Make sure nobody's following us home, right? I'll be telling her stuff like
Do you
this.
have PTSD or something?
I've got something. I have hyper alertness, whatever you might call
Yeah.
that, right? I'm just always
I know
hyper
what you're
alert.
talking about. Though.
Yeah. So I'm always telling her these little things, and she doesn't. But it's weird that a guy, you would think women would have that. You would think she would be
Yeah.
telling me. But it seems like women don't have that same fear. And that's what I was going to ask you earlier about the strip club thing. If you're in there at 15 years
Yeah.
old or whatever, you didn't have any fear. Like, you weren't, there was nothing, there was like, how does that work? You don't have, like, I guess dudes are a lot nicer to women than I think they are. Right? Is that accurate? Or
Well, you're in a group, do you with your friends and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
are guys just not as creepy as I think they are?
If you're
Like,
by
they're
yourself,
not as
I feel
aggressive. They're not as. Because if you're a 15-year-old in a strip club, I'm concerned, right?
Well, let me say this.
My daughter's 15. Oh, man, I'm storming in. Like, get the
Yeah, they're all trying to kill her
You
and
see,
kidnap
and here's
her.
the thing. My mom, like, when she would see, like, me and my friends get ready, she's like, have y'all seen Mean Girls? Have you seen Mean Girls?
I mean,
don't know.
I've never seen the whole thing, but
But have you seen the mom on Mean Girls or no?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Well, it's like basically like my mom would be like, we'll come out in these like crazy outfits, and she's like, y'all look so cute, da, da, da. So like we're thinking like, okay, cool. So when we would go out and guys would approach us, we would try to get something out of them, like, you're gonna buy me a drink, or like, it wasn't really something where you're gonna flirt with them. It's like more so, okay, you gonna buy me this, or you gonna, like, what, what I'm saying?
And they would just do it.
No, that's literally how it was, right? It was literally like, it was like that.
Caesar's like, I remember when I met you.
No, okay, so the way me and Caesar met is just funny, because he was supposed to meet me at a party, and I got too drunk, and I fell asleep by the time he got there. I was in my friend's room,
snap.
like, knocked out, and I literally wasted his time. He's like, bro, I'm here, I'm outside, like, where are you? And I'm like dead asleep inside. I'm like all hammered.
Women don't understand those little moments can crush a man. You can have she'll go to sleep. She'll think it's no big deal. I'll just text him tomorrow, but he can be like, oh,
dude, he literally
I blew my chance. Like,
yeah,
it's over.
Well, no, I woke up the next day and I was like, damn it. Because I really, like, we were talking for a while, and I was like, I really want to see him. And I was like, I got too up. Like, damn. And I looked really cute. I was like, man, I wasted a cute outfit. I did all. I'm like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was. But no, like, when guys would come up to us, honestly, like, yes, they were older than us. Not that much, like 18, 19, like in that range. But we, like, it was mainly to get something out of them. Like, like, you got some weed, like, you gonna buy us a drink, like, stuff like that.
Were you guys really on, like, social media back then, or no?
Yeah, Facebook was a big
Facebook?
thing. Yeah, like, we used, like, when we were, like, 15, 16, it was, like, Facebook famous.
It wasn't
like,
MySpace?
No, that's y'all's thing.
What? Is
that
it
is
really?
y'all's thing. I'm literally
I knew what it was. I didn't
21.
even
Oh, yeah,
have
that's
it.
right. God dang, dude.
Yeah, Instagram and
I'm old, bro.
Facebook and Snapchat. But I'm not. Snapchat kind of died down. Like, do y'all get on Snapchat?
You think Snapchat is dead right now?
I can't.
Well, like,
have
for
Snapchat.
my, like,
I get
I
myself
don't.
in trouble, probably.
I don't see no one on Snap.
I just don't.
Everyone's
You have
on
your
TikTok.
friends on Snapchat,
Yeah.
right? And it's like 90% of the time, I'm just like, I don't want to click on your story because I know you just posted it because you want me to watch it. I'm that guy, you know?
No, I know what you mean. Okay,
It's weird. But then
Yeah.
I'll post something and I'm like, people better be watching my shit.
Okay, are you
know?
talking about, like, your friends and stuff like that? Okay, so
Yes.
the way, like, I am, like, I post on my Instagram story. Like, I don't post on my Snap story. You know what I mean?
Right.
I use my
Yeah.
Instagram story kind of like my Snapchat. And
Yeah.
with my Instagram story, like, I'm a Taurus, so I'm very, like, attention seeking, and, like, I'm very, I don't know.
Wait,
really-
are you a narcissist? Didn't we have this conversation? Is a Taurus, you
Yeah,
care
we
about
are-
yourself?
yes, I really
Or is it
do.
narcissistic traits?
I like, like, I don't know, like, because I have a lot
That's
of
not
people-
like a mean. I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
No, I know what you mean. Like, okay, how do I explain it? So on my Instagram story, if it's something really cute and stuff, like, let's say I'm, like, just my bag just like this and I'll post it, but I want certain people to see it. Like, certain girls I don't like, I want them to
Right.
see it. Like, that's the way
You want to
I
see how
am.
you're doing.
Yes, I'm like that. Like, some people are like, they don't want no one knowing what they're doing. Me, like, I like to look good because, like, I am doing good, and I want you to see that I'm doing
Right.
good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, girls are very catty, and that's the way I am. And, like, me being a Taurus, like, I'm very, like, I don't know how to explain it.
I get
It's
it.
like,
I get what you're
you know?
saying. Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm guilty of that too, but I'm an Aries. So what is it? Like, sometimes I'll post stuff and I for sure want people to see it,
Yeah.
obviously, right? But it's,
It's like certain people, though, you know?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about no one else. But, like, certain people I want them to see, and, like, certain, like, you know, like, okay, so, like I said, I was, like, 15 partying. I had a ton of friends. Like, you know, I was, like, little Facebook famous, all that stuff. And it followed me, like, until probably I was, like, 18. And then, like, that's when we started moving around. And those friends, like, started, like, getting jealous of me and all that stuff. So, and they're still on my social media, and I just like to keep them there, just, like, so they know I'm doing better than them. That's the way
Damn.
my mind
Damn.
is, though. That's, like, the Taurus mind. I'm gonna be honest, that's the Taurus mind. Like, any Taurus, like, they're like that.
You know, I think
There's
if we're
pros and cons to that. Because
Yeah.
the pros are you're always going to want to, like, do better. You know?
Right.
So you're always going to, like, try to do better and make yourself a better person.
Kind
so.
of pushes you, right?
Yeah.
I think,
But at the same time, yeah, like you said catty, right? So it's, at the same time, it's like,
like, I don't know. One, I like how it looks on my Instagram. Two, like, I just like, I don't know. That's just how Taurus are. We're very competitive. Like, I like to know that I'm doing better than other people because it keeps me going. It's really weird. It's like a drug to me.
I respect that. And I think if any of us were honest with ourselves, I'm sure that's
real.
what we're all doing.
Yes.
Right?
Let's be real.
Some of
right?
us might be like, no, I just want
I
to.
don't give a shit what people are doing.
I just posted this for myself. No, I wanted you to see how good I looked in this damn shirt.
Exactly. Like
come on.
Some people just aren't real. And it's like, yeah, some of the stuff you could say is very like arrogant, like you shouldn't be saying it, but if it's like the real you, just fucking say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the issue with like a lot of things now is like people are too scared to say the real shit, especially because of how sensitive like especially my generation is. For instance, like everybody is so sensitive.
Oh yeah.
And they don't like to show their true self, or they're trying to do something that closets them, you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like if you go and you scroll through like TikTok, Facebook, it's just crazy of like what the people are doing, you know what I mean?
It's insane. It's a lot of attention. Everybody wants to be seen, right?
Yeah.
We're all trying to do something to get everybody. We want the whole world. If I put a picture up or something and it doesn't get 1 million views and 1 million likes and a bunch of comments, I'm pissed. Right?
I get what you mean. So
what's the point of posting it if for no one to see? It's like that
hoping
doesn't.
you get to the next level. Though,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
That's what everybody
we're all
wants.
lying to each other if I say I didn't post this and I didn't want it to go viral.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I get what you're saying. Like when I post stuff, like one, I do want certain people to see it. I really don't give two fucks about anybody else that sees it.
Really?
Yeah,
you don't want the virality thing?
Like I do, but then in a sense, like not really, because if people dig into my shit, they're gonna find something they don't like, and so that's what I don't want to deal with. You know what I mean?
Me too. Coming after Dave.
Let's be real. I don't want somebody to dig in my shit and find something they don't like. But also, I like to look at it for myself. Like
that's true.
I like when things look like how I said, like if the food looks good and I take the picture, it's because I think it looks really cute. You know, like I like to look at it like a memory in a way. You know? Yeah,
I can understand that. I was just looking through a bunch of me and Errol's old videos. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it was so awful. And I was like, but it was awesome to look through it because you could see like a slow progression of
y'all's progress.
Right? So that's kind of the benefit too of being able to look back and see all your stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of it you go back way back in your past and you're like, yeah, I hope to God it's out there, right? But you're like, I hope to God nobody sees this.
Yeah.
You know? But it's great for you to look back on it and go, I can see, I was a weird individual back then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm super happy with myself. Well, I've always been happy with myself, but I'm very happy in my progress, like, growing up. Like I said, when you're a teenager, you think you know the whole world.
It's true.
Like, you think you're you know, and so when I go and look at stuff from when I was, like, 15, 16, I was like, that's so embarrassing, like that I posted that one. Two,
it's so true.
I'm very happy that I went through that I'm happy I went through that in my teenage era than going through it now being 21. Like, I really don't care to go to the bars. If you want to go, cool, we can go.
Right.
But I'm happy I did the whole, like, drug thing, party thing, everything thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know people at our age that are literally rock bottom, you know? And it's like, when I was 15, I was like, they're doing what I did when I was 15, and I feel bad for them, you know?
Isn't
and
that
it's
crazy?
like, you're 21, do your thing, you're of age, go do your thing. But it's kind of like, I'm happy I got my shit done because now I'm trying to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's really depressing to see
Yeah.
Well, there's times even at the bar, I'm like, I just want to go home and eat some food, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you think about, like, in your early
I'm
days,
gonna
you're
go slay
like,
some food when I get home.
in your early days, you're like wanting to see what the next move is, and now it's literally that. Like, okay, I'm done. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Eat it up, and I'm going to sleep.
Right.
Very much like that's how it is now.
I think about that all the time. I think what if I was out and my parents joined me? How depressing would it be to watch my parents like party with me?
Oh
It would be so
God.
depressing. I think the world needs, like you were saying, you got to be 15, you got to be 16, 17, 18. You had your years, right?
Yeah.
Where you partied, you did your nonsense.
Yeah.
But at certain points, you got to grow up, you know? And we don't have people growing up anymore. Nobody wants to grow up.
Well, that's the thing, too. When you have your parents, you're not going to the places we're going. You're probably taking them, like, maybe neighbors, because it's, like, more of a setting for, like, an
I would
adult
take my
setting,
parents.
right? If you're going to go drink with them.
I'm not going. No, my parents, we would drink at the house. We're not going.
I'm saying if you
anywhere.
go out there, you might get food, maybe fat fish, have a beer.
Yeah, go to a restaurant, have a
yeah.
wine. You know,
Okay, I see that.
you gotta grow up. So you think your parents did a good? Are you happy with the way your parents raised you? You think they could have done anything better or
If
worse?
I'm being honest, so I have divorced parents.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, I'm the only child, so with my mom, I didn't want to be with her. She was a good mom. She really was. She was a good mom. My stepdad was he was a good dad. I just didn't want to be with her because she didn't let me do anything. I was like, fuck you. I'm going to my grandma's house. So, because my grandma let me get away with murder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh damn!
Like, my mom, she very much, like, yeah, she thought some of the stuff I did was pretty crazy. But I think she's not as upset with me. Like, during that time, I did put my family through a lot. Because, like you said, when you're a teenager, you don't respect your parents. You don't, none of that.
Yeah.
And so she tried to do her best parenting, and I just, like, I didn't give her the time of day. And at some point, she just gave up and was like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do what you want. Do it. And then my dad, he was the same way. Like, my real dad, he was there for me through a lot. Like, whenever I was going through, like, a drug thing, and he was there to help me and talk with me about these certain drugs that I'm doing and why I shouldn't do them, and I never did them again. I did them once, didn't do them again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because my dad was an addict. Like, he was going through his own thing. And, so I kind of, like, it's kind of sad to say, but I had more so of a friendship with my parents than them being my parents. But now they've shown me, like, a lot more as I got older. It's more different. Now that I'm, like, listening to them.
Willing to listen. Yeah.
Willing to listen. Yeah, because I was, like, saying, fuck y'all. I'll run away. I don't care what it took. I ran away so many times. I didn't care what it took. I was like, bye.
It's so wild for me to hear that from a woman, because I always like coming at it from a man's perspective. Like I said, I'm always hyper vigilant. I'm always thinking about the scary things in the world. What could go wrong? What, like this. Women are just like, nah, fuck that. I'm out. Like, I don't care. I'm just gonna dive head first into this. I can handle it. They have this tough.
Yeah,
They just go do it, and 90%. A lot of times they're just fine too. The world's not. So I think, me personally, I hype up the world to be a little scarier than it is just in my head, which isn't good.
Well,
If you have a
shit does
daughter, you're gonna be
happen.
like, you ain't going no,
Right.
Yeah, like, so that's
because you know how people can be. Right?
Yeah.
You've seen it for yourself.
It's true.
You ain't letting your daughter go nowhere.
Doesn't that say more about men than anything? We know how men think, so we're very terrified all the time of men. Right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I don't know. Now, like, I won't even walk outside I won't walk down the street by myself. Okay, the world is scary. Like, I feel like you should be very much, like, fear for if you had a daughter or whatever, like, the case was. Like, yes, like, because I was just lucky that I almost literally died and got kidnapped so many times this close to a pinch. And God was just right next to me the whole time. He was like, girl, no, you good. Like, the world is scary. Like, You know,
God.
like, you're very much like, you should feel that way.
So what? Yeah. So he's got a daughter. How old's you? Well, don't say how old she is, but she's young. What do you think?
Oh, I've already seen, like, we talked about people seeing. I've seen guys watching, like, like when we go to the stores here, even in where we're at,
They look at your daughter.
you can see them watching, and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like,
Yeah.
she's 10, man, 12, like, however old you want to say. They're not even teenagers, and you're a full-grown man. You're as old as I am.
Dude, will
Like,
look.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Men are weird. No, men are weird.
And, like, you trying to kid, I was like, man, all I can think is, like, what I would do if something happened. Like, I'm like, man, you don't even know.
The thing is like,
You have no idea what I'm going to do.
you cannot trust not even teachers, I don't, like, when you have a daughter, you can't trust anybody. Like, somebody that, like, when I say teachers, I mean, there's so many cases where, like, teachers are trying to groom children, mainly girls. It happened to me, like, you know, they try to talk their way into, like, you know, having a friendship with you, and parents don't know this. That's why it's really good for parents to talk to their kids. You know,
Yeah.
be a parent, but also try to talk to them. Like, you know, like, there's some parents that just be a straight up parent, but if you want your child, the only way a child's gonna open up to you is if they feel comfortable enough to tell you, as, like, you know, kind of like, not necessarily as a friend, but in some sort of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just be open, honest, because shit's crazy. Now, shit's crazy. People get away with any fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Anything. Women, men, they get away with anything.
That's a really good point too, because I think about my own childhood, and I was raised. My dad, man, there was no. We weren't his friend. You know, we were his children, right? So he disciplined us. He did this. It was strict. It was this, right?
Yeah.
So it did take a really long time for me to look at my dad as like a friend. Like, he's my friend, and I can tell him things. And now I'm at that point, for sure. I feel like I can tell my dad anything. But
Yeah.
in those pivotal years when the child's like 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever it is, you don't want, and this is no criticism of the way my dad raised us. I think he did a great job. But you don't want your children afraid to tell you things, right? So you do want to have enough of a friendship-parent relationship with them to where they feel like they can come. Like, I think he's doing a great job
You
doing
need
that.
a
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, you have to have a good balance where they can come and
You
talk
need-
to you like you're a human. Like, you're not just dad, you're going to beat me up everything
Yeah.
I say, right? That's a great way to
But
raise
you need
your
to give
children.
them the tools they need to survive if you're gone, man. So, like, you
Yeah.
got to be strict too, because if you're not, like, what do you leave behind? You know,
Yeah.
Right.
you got to instill something good. You know,
Yeah, it's a sketchy world, man. We just watched a documentary recently
because it's
about...
only gonna get worse.
That's true. Well, I mean,
It
life
might
is
not.
good.
Maybe not.
Life is
Yeah,
good
for
as an
sure.
adult, right? It
But
doesn't have to
things
get
get
worse
harder,
as long
for
as you
sure.
have the right foundation. And you meet the right individual, like Caesar. He's a solid dude, man. You scored there, right?
Caesar changed he's the person, the reason I am who I am right now is because of him. And it's the complete honest. It wasn't because of it was like somewhat of myself, but I feel like when you go through a lot of shit and you meet somebody who's there that can help you, like, you can get through anything. You know what I mean? I was
Someone
bad.
willing to put in the work.
Yeah. Literally someone willing to deal with your shit, because he got with me at my worst moment when I wanted to drop out of school. Life was done. I was on drugs. I didn't care. You know, and then he was like my first like ever real boyfriend. So when I got with him, like, my whole perspective on everything changed, because he was older than me. He was 3 years older than me. We got together when I was 17, so he was 19. So he, like, showed me different on a lot of things. Like, my view, thinking about how I thought back then, I would have, like, slapped myself and been like, bitch, be fucking for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what he did. He told me, he's like, girl, go. Like, I never had a job. I never did none of that. He's like, girl, you need to learn how to be independent, you know, because I was trying to live like I was independent
Right.
with no damn money. I was like 17, like, you know, I was trying to do grown things, and I didn't even have, like, you know, like any any actual like responsibility like for myself. Like I didn't care. You know, I did anything. And he just showed me like, girl, grow up.
That's good. That's important to have.
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys have the freaking balls anymore to stand up and be a man. That's kind of the problem that we're dealing with right now. We got a lot of dudes that want to be, I don't know, what's the word?
I say
friends.
the same thing sometimes. Yeah, I'm like, what?
What
I've said it. I'm like, what are you gonna do if something happens to me? Like, you need to get your shit together.
To the girl?
Like, who I'm with now, I'll say that to her. I've said it. I'm like, not trying to be a dick about it, but I'm just like being real. Like, you want to be able to take care of yourself if nobody's there. Like, I may not ever always be here. So you're like, you need to be able to take care of yourself. Like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Get your bills, all that shit. Fine, figure that shit out because nobody gonna do it for you but yourself.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I think it's incredibly, like, the world we live in right now, it's regardless of how many genders people want to identify with and this and that, there's always still going to be a role for a man and a role for a woman. And I think it's really important that men who are in that category where they just say, oh, I'm just a man, and a woman who says, I'm just a woman, this is how I'm going to live my life. It's important for the man, if you want to live that way, that you stand up to everything that entails, right? You have to be able to lead. You have to be able to admit when you're wrong. You have to have a certain level of humility to you. You can't rule like a dictator around your girlfriend. You can't act like that, right? You have to have some humility and you have to have a soft side, but you also have to have confidence. And you have to know what the hell you're doing. You should have skills, right? It's important that you provide, right? Just the general things that come with being a masculine man.
Exactly.
People need to be willing to step up to that. Same with your girlfriend, Your girlfriend has to understand, I'm a woman. There's certain things that come with that. I'm going to step up and be a woman, right? I'm not going to be a little child. I'm going to admit when I'm wrong. I'm going to admit when you're right.
Be an adult.
Be an adult.
Yeah.
That's a great way of shortening up everything I just said. Yeah. Just be an adult, man.
Like, that's part of life, man. That's like what you need to survive.
It's so weird. I'm always curious about how younger people see the world that we're living in right now. Like how younger people view because I always look at my dad. I think about my dad all the time. Dad had, like I said, growing up, he was straight, right? Dad, don't cross this line, and that was it. If you crossed it, we have problems, right? You're gonna do this, this, and that. I'm dad, and Dad had 6 children, so it's fair to say, like,
It was a lot of
you
young.
kind of have to,
right?
yeah, I think so. You kind of have to rule that group, though. It's tough to single them all out and I'm going to spend time with you. I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to do it's tough to do that when you're trying to just survive.
Yeah.
But I think about that all the time. It's like how do younger adults, and you're a younger adult, how do you view the world? Like do you think it's important to still be tough? Do you think should everything just be, because we live in this world where nobody wants to say there's a right and there's a wrong to anything.
Because they're scared.
Right. I think that's what it is at the bottom of it. People are afraid.
They want likes. They want to be liked.
They want that's the issue, that everybody wants to be liked. Yeah. And like I said earlier, we live in a very sensitive world now. Like the shit that you could have said a couple years ago and that I probably still say now, you can't say it on the internet because people get upset.
Right.
And nobody has a backbone no more. And that's the issue. Nobody has a backbone. These relationships now, I'm glad I've been with him for way over 3 years, because I don't know what I would do dealing with a man like of my age, the way that men think, that are my age. They wouldn't like me. They wouldn't. I would have to be with the one with the backbone because most men now.
You'd have a man bone?
Literally, men now are they're just too sensitive. They're not masculine. A lot of, like right now what's trending is feminine men. I'm going to say this. A woman, and I'm going to speak for some, not all, but a woman wants to be with somebody who is, like you said, who's leading and who's providing. That's what a woman wants to be with. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's a sissy or somebody that me and you can go and pluck our eyebrows together. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like with my generation, like everybody's too sensitive. Nobody has a backbone. Nobody wants to say shit. Everybody's too scared, and they want to lower this voting age, to being 16. And it's just like these kids will listen to anything and run with it.
That's retarded.
People will listen to anything.
Can I say that?
That's like one of the things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say that and I'm not going to get offended. But if you say that anywhere else, somebody will.
Right. And that's kind of the weird part about all this, too, is because it's just kind of a recent thing where you have conversations like this and we'll upload this to YouTube. Mm-hmm. So usually I think a lot of people had backbones back in the day because they weren't the conversations they would have. Like, let's pretend this is just us having a conversation in our living room at the dinner table. We're just hanging out, right? Generally, after you go and hang out with your friends, you don't go and upload that whole conversation to the internet.
Yeah.
And a million people, a billion people, whoever it is, get to watch and analyze everything you say. All the people that hate what you believe, all the people that love what you believe, they all argue. And so now we live in this weird world, too, where it's a little bit amplified in that way, where it's like...
At the same time, you want people to, right?
You want people to listen, but we have to deal with this new world where everybody's going to be listening. You also have to deal with that. And that creates human beings who... we end up... I see it in myself a lot, even when we're doing this podcast. I'm like, oh, just like I said earlier, can I say that, right? You find yourself going, well, I don't want to piss off, I don't want people to be upset, right?
Yeah.
It's this weird world because there's the potential for so many people to be listening to this. Mm-hmm. It's just weird, but if you're any kind of a based human being in the world, I think you'll have a backbone and you'll just say what's right. That's what I think is missing in the world. A lot of people say, I want this, I want this, I want this. I asked myself just recently, the other day, I said, what do you really want out of the world? I said, I came to the conclusion, I want to be a good man, I want to tell the truth, and I want to be a benefit to the people around me, right? So if you just stick to if you can get yourself some basic principles in life and just stick to that, right, then you don't worry so much about how people feel about what you're saying because I'm telling the truth, right? I'm being honest. I'm protecting the people that I love. I'm doing the things that I feel are right. And it's not a blurred line or anything. Right and wrong, there's a solid line right there. There's right and there's wrong. We all inside, I think we know it. What it
You're
is.
Not 100% going to do the right all the time, right?
No, you're going to screw up for sure.
That's what being a human is.
As long as you try.
Up. That's like that's what builds somebody. Like, you have to fuck up.
I agree. I think that's really important.
That builds character. You got to fuck up. Shit happens. Good shit happens. Like, that's what like our stories that we're telling each other, like, that's why we have these stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? We live life as anybody should. Like, you can't, like, if we had to live by a book of rules, it would be fucked.
It'd be really hard. Yeah. Just your human. You don't want to. I have to try something.
You can fail a million times. You only need to succeed once.
Yeah, I don't care if you told me it was wrong. I have to go and see because I think I can do it.
Yeah.
I can figure this out.
You have 400 businesses, right? And that one business that succeeds, that took care of all them failures.
That's true, Skis. 100%. You're right. I've been excited to get you on.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
We're going to do... So this podcast is sponsored...
I already saw the first one. I'm done.
Shut up. This podcast is sponsored by Justin Janke. So Justin, he's been on the show before. He asked me. Yeah. So you're really smart, right? I'm sure Caesar knows a bunch of these too.
Yeah, I'm be stupid.
Oh.
So this is supposed to be a questionnaire that we're going to do on the podcast.
Oh, let me take a sip of water.
Have a sip of your water.
Honest. No.
I kept asking him, I'm like, don't fuck with me. Does Errol know them? And I'm like, he was like, no.
I already saw the first one. I can't tell you what it is.
You saw the first one?
I've heard it a million times.
What did you do? Look at my book?
You put it down and I saw it. I didn't even try.
Hey, he's cheating.
Cheater.
No, I didn't see the answer.
This is a part of...
I only saw the word. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Okay. Come on. I'm excited.
Skis, just
You're
admit
good.
when you're wrong.
I
bro.
will.
Just
I'm
admit it.
going to be wrong on this one.
See, that's what makes us human. Admit it.
Yeah, we're human. Admit when you're wrong. Skis.
I'm wrong on this one.
So this episode, I wish I had some good. I wish I had like a good. I don't know, sound to play for this, but whatever. This episode is called "Slang Words or Phrases" by Justin Janke. I gave you your props, Justin. There you go, bud. So I'm gonna ask you.
You sober?
Yeah, I'm
screwed.
I'm driving. Yeah, I have to be
Let's
sober.
go. Let's go. Screw it.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Let's go.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not-
fine. Yeah.
I know I'm not drunk. Let's go.
So this is called "Slang Words or Phrases" by Justin Janke. I'm gonna ask. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 12 different words or phrases that I'm gonna ask you, and you have to be able to give me some kind of definition for what these words or slangs or
Both of
phrases
us?
means. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna, I guess I'll ask you, I'll give you one and he'll get the next one. I don't know.
Okay.
Justin
I mean-
didn't make it clear how to, because it's tricky.
Okay.
Well, you asked me the ones you
Whoever
think I don't
knows.
know. Because I'm probably not.
Well, you
so
might
ask
not.
ask me the crappy ones first.
You might not know the one that I think.
and then
you
she can
know.
give you the explanation. I already saw the first one, so just ask.
Okay, yeah,
Me.
we can do that. Like, okay, after, you know how you give him his, and then if he fucks it up, I'll try.
Right.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying?
You can ask me hers. I don't
Okay,
give a
so
shit.
yeah, we'll
ride
do
with
the
it.
ones that
I don't
I
give a
don't.
shit.
So the
Let's
ones that I
go.
think he won't know, I'll just ask him. Right?
Okay.
We'll see. We'll do that.
I know I don't know the first one, so you might as well ask me.
I'm gonna ask you right now, Skis.
I'm trying to think of the dumbest answer ever.
Come up with whatever you want.
Yeah,
We were talking about this earlier. It's nothing serious. Just, but the first word is yeet. Y-E-E-T. You want me to use it in a sentence?
Go.
I have the definition. I yeeted on Skeezy's face.
Get out of here. God. Wow.
Stop. That's not it. Is that your sentence?
I love how we were talking about serious things. Let's be a positive role model to the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
And
what
then
is this?
in classic BTG squad fashion, we're here now. This is where
Yeet.
we're at. Yeet.
Yeet.
You have to give me a definition. What do you think it means?
Has
You just
something
have
to do
to,
with
like-
Kanye? Yeezy, right?
No.
No,
Yeet,
man.
he's neat.
No, I don't think
it's-
so.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You want me to use a different sentence?
I've heard people use it a million times. I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
do it
means.
different because I don't. I'm trying to.
Yeet. Okay, so let's see. What should I use this as a sentence? Dang. I didn't like this skateboard, so I yeeted it.
It's out. It's
Yeeted
gone.
it.
I don't like it.
I guess.
That's what I might.
What's your definition?
That's my definition.
All
I
right.
just said.
Okay, from what I know that yeet means.
Tell us your definition.
It means like when you curve somebody, like let's say I was gonna go give Caesar a kiss and I'm like yeet.
Oh,
That's what like that, right?
All right.
Yeah, I didn't really know
See,
how
that's-
else you could use that.
That's what I would have thought.
It's more so like let's say you're gonna go give a girl a hug. You're like yeet, bitch. You know, like
shove
that's
them,
what
you're
I
like,
like
I'm out,
curved.
I'm
Like
bouncing.
that's
So
what
it,
I thought.
So it replaces psych.
Yeah, it
Right?
literally basically.
You're like, oh, psych, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the definition of it. To violently throw an object that you deem to be worthless, inferior, or just plain garbage.
Yeah, that too though. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeeted on Skeezy's face.
So Yeezy yeeted Kim Kardashian,
I guess.
or did she yeet him?
Here's the
Yeah.
she yeeted Kanye for
He
sure.
got yeeted.
Here's the next one. I'll ask her now.
'Kay.
For sure you'll get this. What is the phrase Netflix and chill?
Whenever you go to someone's house to fuck.
Oh, what?
Right?
What? Is that where you just go watch movies? What?
I wish I had a confetti gun. Boom!
No, when people post on Snap who wants to Netflix and chill, like that's
That's
code
what
word
it
for
means.
like
It is.
yeah.
Who didn't know that?
Exactly.
Let's all be adults about
I thought it was
this.
about watching movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who doesn't
you
want to watch
sensitive-
movies?
But
Yeah, you're so sweet. God bless your heart.
Why isn't it out chill and then Netflix?
That's usually what it ends up being, right? We chill, quote unquote chill, and then there's Netflix
that no one pays attention.
that no one pays attention to. I'm busy doing other things. Here's the definition. The definition. Netflix and chill is a phrase used to describe a casual hangout session, usually with the intent of watching some Netflix, the intent being an important word here, and then engaging in other activities.
So it could be like chilling out.
Yeah, you could smoke weed, you could get drunk. If you're Netflixing and chilling with dudes, you're not going over to get like. So we have to.
Well, you might want.
Let me say
more
this:
than
if a guy told me, "Yeah, I'm gonna go over to my best friend's house and Netflix and chill," I'm gonna think you're fucking gay.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
a
think
problem.
you're gay.
If Caesar was like, "Hey, I'm going over. Me, Errol, and Jared are gonna chill on the couch. We're gonna Netflix and chill,"
I'll be like,
that'd be a big problem.
that'd be very questionable. Like, you know,
Yo, bro.
that's very
what's
much
going on?
only used for, you know.
Netflix and chill. I think that's what made Netflix famous was because kids would ask their
Yeah.
dates, "Hey, you want Netflix and chill?"
want Netflix
It
and
turned
chill?
into this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's
And
even
then
beyond me.
whenever-
I've never asked it. I'll be honest, 100%. I've never said that.
Netflix wasn't a thing when you were in high school, though. Was
Yeah,
it?
it used.
No.
You know what Netflix was before it was on TV?
They would rent out like Redbox DVDs.
DVDs.
Right?
You'd have to go in the mail and they mail them
I
to
was
your
in
ass.
princess pajamas going with my grandma to get that shit at Redbox.
Oh, see, she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay $1 every day, right?
Well,
Yeah.
they used to they used to mail them to you before the boxes.
Really?
You'd go online, you'd pick your movies, and they'd mail them to you in the mail, and you'd have to mail them back. When they started.
Can
for
I tell y'all
real.
something else? Y'all know how like you can stream movies like on the Fire Sticks and shit? Like
Yes.
now you can. Okay, like back then, like when I was little, there's red boxes and then there'd be like a Mexican guy in the corner like selling like recorded theater movies like on CDs, bro. And then you pay like $2 for them. But they're like recorded like on on a camera.
bootleg.
Yeah,
You go sit in the
bootleg.
theater with the camera.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
He was filmed overseas as well, not even in English.
Yes.
I wonder what kind of a living those people made. Did you make bank or was it like it's not? Couldn't be like
I-
a drug deal.
I think
Like,
they
I'm
get
making
in
loot.
trouble.
I got $2, man. Go
But yeah,
get me
$2 like
Colt 45.
Can't be good money.
yeah.
I always wished I could see someone in the theater doing that. People don't do that anymore. Do people still do that?
No, but there was a drunk guy and there's like 4 cop cars yesterday at the movies. We were watching The Exorcist. It was like during the exorcism, and this drunk dude's like stumbling, like hitting the wall, like.
Oh shit, they got him.
We're like, oh, like I thought he was gonna shoot up the movie theater. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Oh
was
my
like, oh
God.
god, like something's gonna happen. But there was cops there, like they were pulling him out of the movie.
I'm always nervous about that in the theater. Some dude's gonna shoot up. I tell my girl all the time.
questionable.
We're sitting way up at the back. Yeah, I'm not sitting down front. I want to see everything.
They got the exit door up front though.
But I'll shoot my way to
What
it.
if he goes to the back first?
I'll shoot him.
Like each one?
I have my gun. I have my
What if
gun.
he turns around and gets you first?
Then he was a better man. He got the draw on me, okay? I should have been
I
practicing
feel like you put
more.
yourself in the middle of a crowd is probably the best spot. Cause
No.
He's going to get all them around
That's-
you.
If I was a shooter, that's where I would aim. The big crowd, I'm
Yeah,
trying to get
but
everybody.
you're in the middle, so you got barricades.
I want to be up in the back in the corner where he doesn't see me back there.
Oh,
Plus,
he
I'm
knows you're
black.
back there.
I blend in. You would stand out.
You don't think
White.
you don't think he'd.
Bro, Errol,
Wow.
Oh, this just got racist.
He would pick you
I
out.
apologize.
Yeah, you
Skis.
got racist.
Skis, I apologize
I'm
to you.
sorry, but I see that like in the movies, like Errol turns like it's a gun.
Shit.
Like if I was the shooter,
Finally.
if I was the shooter and Errol like turns and looks at
Yes!
me, the first
I would
one.
shoot you immediately. Finally, we found a white man's weakness.
Yeah.
It's the movie theater.
The movie theater.
You
Nah, man,
shine bright like a diamond.
I'm too broke.
You can't go to theaters. Oh, you told me to turn this off and I didn't. I'm sorry, Skis. I'll answer that later. What was I gonna say? How was The Exorcist?
We had like
Did it scare
weird
the hell out of you?
nightmares. Bro, so I'm not like that type of person to be like, oh, like this movie was super scary. That movie was fucking freaky. Have y'all watched it?
I think
The new one?
aren't there like
The
4
old
of
one.
them?
No, the new one, The Believer.
I haven't seen the new one, but I've seen some of the old ones. Because
Okay.
aren't there like 3
Yeah.
more?
So it basically has some of the same actors from the first one. They're in the new one, but y'all should watch it. It's good.
They in like wheelchairs.
They're fucking old, but
Well,
it's
she's
scary.
right. I was right. See?
It's actually scary. It's because the jump scares are very like jump scares.
See, that's
You know?
what gets me in a horror movie. It's got to be jump scares. If you slowly build up, if they put like a shadowy figure in the
you always
door,
know it's coming.
You already know it's.
I'm not scared anymore.
Know.
If they jump out at all, I'll freak out.
Dude,
man.
yeah. It was good. We had a weird, I had a weird ass dream in the and I woke up and I'm like, I'm looking around my room. It's all dark. My cats are like their eyes are like glowing, and I'm like, fuck.
The Lord is with me.
Yeah.
Wakes up.
I'm like, in Jesus' name. Before I go to bed.
All right, you guys ready for the next word? Okay. Who'd I ask? You? So we'll go to skis. You ain't gonna get it. I wouldn't have gotten it either. I'm not. It's nothing against you.
That's good.
What is Riz? Rizz. So we could say Caesar. He showed up and he's got Riz.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, what? You don't know either?
Is it like style?
Damn, I kind of gave it away with the way I said it. But.
You got style. You got flair.
Is that like from y'all's thing?
Like you looking Riz. Is that right? I don't know.
She didn't. No, she didn't.
No, I'm just curious.
Hit the applause. Give her some claps.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I'm just guessing based off your definition.
I'm being so serious. Like what?
You got
so
style.
you
You
don't know
got
what Riz
flair.
Is that
you
my
got,
generation? I've
you
never
look
heard
good.
it.
You looking
Dude,
right.
that's weird that she doesn't know. Because it
don't-
is from your generation, I'm pretty sure. Riz, I've never heard of Riz until like a year ago.
Like if you're talking about style,
that a
like they'll be
drink?
like, you look. I mean, I don't know. You look fly.
I'll tell you this. I'll give you the definition. It's one word. Riz apparently is defined as charming.
So I was even wrong.
Well, you were kind of
I was thinking like you got some flair on, like you looking good. You got your chains, you got your watch.
Justin Janky, where the fuck did you find that? I've never heard that.
And we should clarify. Justin gave me the definitions of these, I hope he's right.
Okay.
He went to Urban Dictionary or something and got the words. I don't know.
That was the first mistake. Okay.
First mistake, Justin.
It's okay. It's okay.
Shout out. This podcast is still sponsored by Justin Janky, though. We're going to do the next word. So I did you. We're going to do you now. Okay? The next word is slay.
Oh, slay means like okay, when you look really cute, you're like, damn bitch, slay, like you look good. Like that's what slay means, like something good. Mm-hmm. It's more so a girly and gay thing, like the gays and the girls say it. Yep. But yeah.
The thing is, see, it works in both times, though, right? Like, I'm going to slay that bird.
Okay, no.
You wouldn't say slay, though. You would say, I'm going to kill that bird.
I would say slay. I've said it before.
That's
I'm going to slay that.
That's like
food
ancient,
right there.
like King Henry
Those are like two
III.
different definitions, so let's be real. Okay, so slay.
I'm going to kill that thing.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like that. And then, like, there's like, slay bitch. You're like,
It was like talking about, that's like Romeo and Juliet. I shall slay thee.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Nobody says slay.
No.
Nobody did people have.
Like if you and I go hunting.
I didn't think of that word. Somebody else did.
If you and I go hunting, pheasants, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna slay that bird.
You don't say that.
No, I'm sorry. You're gonna die laughing if you.
I shall slayeth it.
You never say I'm gonna slay that food. Like, I'm gonna kill that food.
So. I say
good.
kill, murder.
I guess.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
that's like more so like princess back in the day.
Yeah, that's some Goldilocks.
That's slaying the dragons.
Oh,
what did he
you
say?
never say it again. Say it in the mic so the people can
You gonna
hear
slay
you.
some pussy?
Oh, I'm gonna have to bleep that out. I think, but he's right.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that's ever
I
said
think
it.
dudes do say that. No, I don't know. I don't know.
If a guy said that,
He's close.
Well, he's not gonna say it to a girl.
There's some elements of truth to it. What do you really say though? I'm not. You don't. We don't say I'm gonna slay. What do you say? I'm gonna
beat it up.
oh my god.
I apologize to all the.
Well, now it's like Pound Town.
Yeah,
We're gonna take her to Pound Town. Y'all haven't heard that song?
I've heard that.
I love that song.
Is that a?
It's by Sexy Red.
Okay. I was gonna ask you who your favorite rapper is right now.
Right now, it's Sexy Red.
Is it? What does she sing? Is that the girl?
She's like, she has two good songs.
Is she the one that says my pee is pink, my booty hole brown?
Yeah, her.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, Caesar. That girl's causing waves right now, man.
Did y'all see the video?
Oh, which one?
She accidentally leaked her own sex tape. And baby, that pee is not she's like, my coochie pink. It's not pink.
Yeah.
Girl, it's okay, but it's not pink. It's not pink.
Oh,
it's not.
Oh, she's snitching on her.
I mean, it looks good, but it's not pink. Yeah, she leaked it on her Instagram, so I went to Reddit and I found it.
How do you leak a sex tape on Instagram?
Dude,
by accident.
Yeah,
what am I
accident.
saying? I've seen open buttholes on Instagram. It's weird how that works. If you say, dude, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all these places are so weird about the way they censor things. It's like, don't say anything about COVID, but my God, you can show your butt.
Oh, that's why I don't have Twitter no more.
100%.
Because Twitter, all the girls all my friends that I would go on Twitter like at 11 at night and I'm seeing all my friends' coochies and I'm like,
isn't that weird?
I gotta get off. Yeah, because like OnlyFans was blowing up during COVID and like everybody was posting the booty hole.
You think that's ever gonna come back to bite? Because I gotta say this, because damn it, Logan Paul, his girl, right? Dylan Dennis or whoever this dude is, I don't even know who this dude is, right? All of a sudden he was talking about how your girl's been with this dude and this dude and this, and then the whole world just kind of swooped down on Logan Paul's girl and her pictures of her. All the relationships she's ever been in were circulating, right? So she was with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's
she was
a
with
flex. Like, don't play. If somebody captures, okay, like, I'm sorry, but that's a flex.
Right. It's a flex for her for sure. But everybody was posting it as a negative thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, she's a hoe because she's been with this, right? They were posting them up like that, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Which
flex,
we were all
but at the same time as a dude, you're like,
they were using it against her. So I wonder if the world's ever going to come to that place where it's like, oh, we're going to go back in your Instagram and see, oh, you were posting twat pics on this day? Like, post them up. See, like, look at what this girl's done. Like, look at all. Is it ever going to come back on women, you think? Because we dudes, we get it hard.
Yeah. She's with Logan Paul. Like, aren't they, like, engaged or something?
I think they're engaged.
Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, if you're with your dude, like, who gives a fuck? I'd be like, baby, fuck all y'all. Like, I have, like, you know, I'm already engaged. Like, I'm good.
That's gotta mess with him, though.
Oh, no.
See all the pictures of your girl with
him.
You know they've all been up in that.
Let's be real. If I saw,
you don't want to see every.
Yeah. You're just going to think about it.
It's the same as a girl that wants to see whatever chick's been with their dude, right?
Yeah, like
it goes both ways.
Yeah, no, that's true. It does go both ways. Yeah, I feel like some of the shit might haunt. I mean, I think about people and then when they have children. That's what I think.
Yeah, I just wonder, is this gonna come back on you?
Like in you know, in Houston, like how we grew up, like in a small little town, like in the hood and stuff like that. Like if you stay there, like, and you have kids, and then those kids go to the schools in that area, I'm sorry, but like people talk. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like whenever I was in high school, my mom went to the same high school I did, and like I knew about some of my mom's high school like friends or whatever, and like them being like fucking nasty hood rats, like all this shit. Like, you know, shit goes around. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you
never know what direction the world's gonna go in. I
just like people talking. It's just kind of like you got to think about it later in life, but I'm not gonna say anything else about it. Do your fucking thing if you want to. Go ahead.
I'm so happy my mom
I support it.
did not have Instagram before she had us. Because if I had to ever go back and see my mom twerking on IG, dude, some old videos surfaces.
Not that bad.
Some old video surfaces. My mom's got a thong on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Twerking a sexy red.
Hey, be like, hey, bro, guess who I just saw on Instagram last night? Your mom.
You see, like, that would, okay, for guys, like, yeah, y'all's friends would fuck, like, you know, fuck with y'all and shit. I mean, twerking's not that bad. I'm talking about, like.
No, but it's what you're wearing when you're twerking. And these hoes ain't wearing nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. It's a string. It's a spaghetti string. I can see, you know how your butthole has those little.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Worst part, you're
that's
the dad,
what you see
right?
on
you're the
Instagram.
Dad and your daughter pops up.
See, like.
Ooh, man, could you imagine?
Okay, you know what my thing is?
You'd be like, I'm done.
That'd be rough.
My thing is, girl. Okay, look. I support whatever any woman does. You know, like one of my best friends, she's out here stripping. She's doing her thing. Good for you.
Right.
She don't want no kids. Whatever, girl. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But this is whenever I'm like, girl, do fucking better. Whenever a girl is posting those twerking videos and then the next post is her with her 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep it on one, you're either going to be a fucking hoe or you're going to be a mother. Pick fucking one.
Weird.
You cannot be both. Because you got thirsty men on there. Some men are weird. You're going to be over here posting your butthole, girl, and then you're going to have your child on there.
Right.
That's literally most of the girls that I know. You know what I'm saying? They're shaking their ass, and the next post is their child.
It's a new world, man. And then it's funny because women will say, I don't know what the hell these men want. They know. Because they post it. You post in your butthole. You know what men want, right? Women, any woman who pretends like she doesn't know what men want, you know.
Exactly.
We're the simplest. We're like freaking, what do you call a simple creature?
But sometimes
idiots, yeah.
Women know what they want too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you think those women that are posting those videos of them twerking, like just because like you were saying, oh, I post some pictures and I just want certain people to see it. You think they're doing the same thing?
Well, it's male validation. You know what I'm saying? When you're single and you're a woman, all you seek is male validation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they are particularly targeting the men, and posting like that, you're going to get the attention, you know? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but just know the type of attention you're going to get. I done it before. I knew what type of attention I was going to get. Now, you don't see me posting that shit, but you know what I'm saying? Some women dress very modest now and they still get that attention, you know, because there's certain men that are attracted to a woman being fully clothed. And then there's also other men, you know, it is what it is. Some men like their women dressing like that, you know.
Right.
You know, by all means, go ahead.
Do you, boo?
Yeah, do you, for real. But let's be real. If she's posting 10 selfies, she's looking for guys to comment. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what...
But I would be looking for the same thing.
Exactly.
I'm not
like,
blaming
guys
them.
do the same shit, too, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good. I'm going to say that. If you're single and you're posting, like, you know, selfies, whatever, you know you look good for you. That's
got to be equivalent to a drug.
It's not that they don't know what men want. It's that they want a man that's okay with what they're doing.
And it's very hard to, I'm going to say this.
Like, they want a man that's, like, always cool with them no matter what they're doing.
Right, yeah.
And there's some men that are cool with it, but I'm going to say this. They're going to want something more. They're going to let you do that, but they're going to want something extra too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, they're going to want their piece. Like, yeah, you do your thing. I'm going to be with you. I'll spoil you, but I want to go and do this.
That's interesting.
Some women are cool with this. Some aren't. I'm a jealous ass bitch. Don't play with me like that.
Me
you know
too.
what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm a jealous ass bitch.
Oh, is your video gonna get demonetized because I keep cussing? Sorry.
I'll beep some of this.
I have a really...
We'll be okay. We'll be fine.
have like a trashy mouth.
What do you mean demonetized? We're not even monetized.
Oh.
Yeah. We're fine. This is fine. Say what you need to say. Yeah. Don't even worry about that at all. But it's funny you would say that, though, because I had a girlfriend at one. I'll just tell this story before we go into the next.
Okay, go.
I did have this girlfriend at one point, right? And I'm okay telling this story now because I'm older and it's whatever. But she told me, right? She was kind of prude with me for whatever reason. She just didn't want to give it up. She didn't want to. Hope my parents aren't watching. She was like, it was hard for me to like get her to do things, right?
Yeah.
She wanted me to be a better man. She wanted to pretend like, oh, now I'm with you and I want you to be better because I want my life to be better. So I want you to respect me and this. But then every now and again, she would tell me these stories of the shit she did in college. And she would tell, I distinctly remember one night she told me this story, like she had a threesome in college, you know, 2 dudes and her, not 2 girls and a dude. It was 2 dudes hitting up my girl, right, in college, right? So she made the mistake of telling me this story. And from that day forward, whenever like she would try to withhold from me or something, I would always... Dude, I would freak out. In my head, sometimes I would say it to her like, you won't do it with me right now? You had sex with 2 dudes. Like, what are you doing right now trying to pretend like you're all goody two-shoes? It would always come up in my head like, what are you
like,
talking
bitch, you know
about?
you're the same girl from college. Quit playing, you know?
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird how that stuff it'll mess with a guy's head. So like what we were talking about, you know, like girls will take all these pictures and stuff, and then they want to find a dude that's okay with it. If you think about it from a girl's perspective, and I've tried to do this, put myself in a girl's head, like I'm just taking booty pictures and putting them on the internet. Dudes are drooling over them. They're paying me money, whatever. That's fine. If I think about myself in a woman's head, that's fine. And I should still be able to get a guy who's strong and tough. Not you, Skis, but I should be able to find a dude he can just handle me doing this. He shouldn't be that jealous, right?
Yeah.
But when you put yourself in the man's head, like my perspective, it's totally different. It's like, no, I can't have these dudes looking at my girl. You get this weird, it's got to be testosterone, right? Because when women who are transitioning to being a man, then they get testosterone injected in them. They always tell these stories like, oh, I understand now why dudes think and do the stuff they're doing. I feel this testosterone is a crazy thing. It changes the way, just like estrogen, just like hormones, you know, like men and women's brains are different, right? So women will think, oh, this dude doesn't care about this. I'll just tell him he shouldn't care, right? That's what you think. He shouldn't care, right? You're like, why do you care about this? What are you, a pussy? Like, I did this. It was my life. I'm doing this. I'm posting these, but I'm not doing anything. It's just for these weird dudes. I'm getting paid, whatever. You shouldn't care. Just be a strong man. Just deal with it. But from the dude's perspective, you're just like, what? You slept with 2 dudes in college. Now you're trying to withhold from, like, that was it's weird how that all works out. Our brains are different.
But I'm going to say this. There's some guys out there, well, there's like a big majority of guys that actually find that attractive.
That like, your girl was a hoe before?
There's like, because I was watching some other podcast, and it was this guy, and he was talking about how some men, and one of the guys he was interviewing, like, they like that. They like thinking about like shit that their girl used to do.
They're cucks.
Yeah, they're cucks. Exactly, they're cucks. Exactly. And I was like, I didn't know what the real. I didn't know too much about it. And as they get into it, I was just like, see, that's why there's some girls that can do whatever they want. Like, that's why they can pop it open, you know, on Instagram and Facebook, because some guys are into that. Like, they want other men to look at their woman. You know what I mean?
Is it the same though if your girl is not giving you anything at home?
No.
Then does the guy still like it? Because that's what I was dealing with. It was tough to get anything out of her, and I was like, "What's going on? You were a hoe in college. You told me that story." I was like, "Why are you trying to be goody two shoes with me?"
Yeah, was it a
so then it's a turn
thing?
Off. I don't know what it was. She was woke.
Yeah.
At that point, she was woke. It was the height of it was like Me Too stuff was starting to come out. So men need to respect us. Don't touch. I remember I came up on her one time. What did I do? I think I touched her back. She was laying on the sofa. I touched her back. I started rubbing down, and she was like, "Oh, get off of me!" She was like, "You didn't ask," or some shit like that. And I was like, "Oh." It started this whole argument, right, dude? Throughout the night.
Sleep in my house. Get the fuck.
I would be like, "Red Fab, get the dough."
Go to the door. This girl, I'm telling you, this girl drove me to the edge of madness.
You see, that's why I think like that's what kept you.
I left.
For a little bit.
I stuck around for a while because I was stupid. I was young, and I thought I loved her.
Yeah, well, so some girls,
I legitimately loved her. I thought I was convinced.
Yeah. See, like, when a girl goes through that, like, I guess the hoe phase in her life, whenever you got a guy and you think you got it like that, it's, like, more so of a game you're playing. Like, I felt like maybe the more she did that to you, the more she felt like you would have wanted her more. You know what I mean?
Or she wants to be more in control.
She wanted, she played that game long enough.
You should did it back. Be like, don't touch me.
I should have.
But he couldn't resist. He wasn't getting that.
I know. I was so pent up when the time came. I was jumping on it for sure.
Ow.
There was none of this. I'm withholding from you.
You see, it's kind of like, okay, I was listening to some other guy. He's kind of like, what is that? He's old. He died. He ended up dying. He was like this old guy. He would interview women. And
the black dude?
Yes. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know you're talking
okay.
about.
He interviewed this one, same kind of story like that you went through. She had 2 kids and she's trying to find a man that won't have sex with her until like he proposes and marries her. Like kind of same shit. She's gonna hold off, do all this. But he was like, bitch, you already got kids. Like, what are you trying to prove? And she's like, well, I've been getting into religion lately. He's like, no, like,
late.
like cut it. Like, it's okay. Just spread it open and leave it as that. You already did it. So that's what this story's giving me. I'm like, it's giving the same.
Yeah, and whether that's right or wrong, like obviously, if I do want to call myself a Christian man, right? If I'm gonna call myself a Christian man, I should have respected what she was doing and just right. We should have got married. All this nonsense, right?
Yeah.
But for sure, you can't ignore the way your human male brain works. And my human male brain in that situation, it was always just like I know you've done this before. You've told me the stories.
These outrageous stories.
Yeah, it was fun. You enjoyed it. Like, what the hell are you trying to do right now? Withhold from me. I'm the good guy. I'm the guy that you say you love.
You're like, I'm one sausage. That's it.
I'm like, you didn't even love these dudes in college. You told me you love me. What are we doing here right now? Right?
Oh my God.
It was one of those situations. And it just freaking pissed me off.
It fucked with you.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Well,
And that
things worked out for
relationship,
the best, didn't
that
they?
relationship burned down in flames. Yeah.
You should do an applause on that.
Applause.
It burned in flames.
Round of applause. Baby, make that shake. Pop it to the floor.
It was a good experience. Right?
Good. It was a good experience. I learned a lot. Which one are we on now? Okay, the next word. I think this one's for skis.
Yes.
Bussin'. Bussin'. Skis. What's bussin'?
What's up? What's going on? How's it going?
No shit.
Don't tell them the word. Go. What's your definition of it?
That's what I just said.
That was your definition?
Yeah.
Say it again. Yeah.
Like, what's up? What's going on?
Fuck
How's it
you,
going?
skis.
Bussin'. That doesn't make sense.
Bussin'.
What's bussin'?
That's interesting.
I don't know.
Bussin'. I'm trying to think how I would interpret it. It's bussin'. Should I use it in a sentence?
Go.
Sure.
You might give it away, but go.
For sure I'll give it away if I say it.
Do it.
Damn, that girl at the strip club last night was busting.
She's looking good. I don't know.
Oh, you got it.
Yay.
Yeah, I didn't though the first time.
Did you
so
know
you're
what
good.
that was?
Yeah, it's like, if you get a big, go out to eat, you can get a big ass steak. Damn, that shit looks busting. Like,
Okay.
good.
I would have never known. I don't know that word.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that word either. No, I didn't know it.
What's the definition?
The definition of bussin' is what you would say if something was really good. You would say that was bussin'. Sounds like a Plies song. Didn't he say "Bust It, Baby"? No, he said "Bust It."
There's a
Baby."
song with it. It's like bussin'. Is you fucking
Bussin'.
Yeah.
I think I know which one
Getting
you're
on the
talking
bus,
about.
taking the bus somewhere downtown.
Okay.
Oh, he showed his age. All right, the next one. Not for you. We're going to do it for her. FOMO. FOMO. It's an acronym. What does FOMO mean? You might know.
I know what
Don't
mofo
say
means.
shit, Skis.
Motherfucker, but
She knows what mofo means? Do you know what FOMO means?
FOMO?
Oh, is this new for... Is this an old word? Is
it
FOMO
like-
an old word?
Is it kind of like for show?
No. Oh, he doesn't know either.
No.
I love this because I actually knew what FOMO was before I read the definition.
What does it mean?
It's a female lesbian, like
No,
a
no,
homo,
no,
but it's
no.
just a FOMO.
No.
No, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking like something in that category of like gay. I don't know.
Caesar, do you know? All right, FOMO. Here's the definition.
FOMO for show.
FOMO is an acronym, and it stands for fear of missing out. That's what FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out. So when people say, I've got FOMO, man.
This is like an acronym. Like if you're
Like your friends all go on a party, you're like, I got FOMO, I got fear of missing out, I need to go to this party.
That
You'd, like,
is
text it
so
on a
y'all's
phone.
gin because I didn't.
Is it?
I don't
that
know what
has
it
to
is.
be He should have put which gen, which generation it was.
I don't even know the
one.
gen stuff. How does that work? What generation am I?
You're a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
Are you?
Is Ski's a millennial?
When do you define it? Like
anybody over the age of 30.
Shit.
Well, because that's like the years.
So what are you
actually,
then?
Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z. But I'm gonna say this. Since TikTok came out, I feel like Gen Z, I'm not too into it. Like, I feel like if you were to bring a high school kid on here, it'd be way different.
Oh, yeah. Dude, when I hear my kids talking, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
I can't get into TikTok to save my life. I've tried. It's like TikTok is exactly the same as Instagram. Instagram has reels.
Well, they put up
Why
TikTok.
would I be on TikTok?
Wherever you're putting videos on TikTok are going on other media sites. So
but it's all just
it's
all swiping, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Instagram
has that, but almost better, I feel. TikTok, you just swipe. You can't necessarily. I don't think TikTok has pictures though, right? There's not like a. Is there?
Yeah, there's you can post photos.
Shit, my bad.
You can post on your TikTok story. Like people really get into it. I'm not that into it. I like to watch it.
I haven't gotten into it. People are like, I sent you a message on TikTok. I'm like, dude, I haven't checked my TikTok in like 2 weeks.
When people send me messages on TikTok, it annoys me. They send me like 10 videos.
It pisses me off when people do that.
We all send
one.
Yeah, send one.
Skis is guilty
I'll
of
send
that.
like 3 funny ones.
Sometimes you get on a roll. Yeah, you're like
3 is too much. Like just
it
send
really
one.
is
3.
You should really just pick one to send it to the individual, so it leaves that impact.
My kids do the same thing to me though. So maybe my kids do that.
Your kids send you a bunch.
They'll send me like 3.
Oh my god, my mom sends me like 15 Instagram reels a day.
Parents are crazy,
dude. I'm like, I don't answer her, but I'm like,
it's hilarious. I don't know if I should say this on the podcast, but my mom told me. Well, I shouldn't say this.
Go. You can edit it out.
She sent some videos.
It's just sweet.
You're already gonna say it.
I'll say it.
Go.
My grandma thinks whenever I post something on Snapchat, like a story, it's a direct message just to her. So everything that I post, she always messages me back like, "Oh, what's that?" and "Oh, thank you." Like I just posted it to my story, and I'm like, why is Grandma always responding to every story like this? And Mom told me, I was on the phone with Mom. Mom's like, she thinks that you're sending a message to her every time you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thing is your grandma's pimp for having Instagram or Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Dude.
I think it's Snapchat. I hope it's Snapchat. It might be Instagram.
My grandma only has Facebook. And she comments on all my stuff. I love her.
Either Instagram or Snapchat. One of those. I can't 100% remember, but either way.
Instagram or Snapchat, still.
It's pretty baller. Mm-hmm. Grandma's a freaking savage.
Are different. My grandpa was like, dudes get stuck in their ways. But like women will. Like even my grandma would she'd be like jamming on the computer at my mom's. My grandma would be like, screw that thing.
Yeah, technology.
Yes.
Man.
I know.
That's kind of we dudes, man. We need to grow more. Damn. I look at old men, right? And I'm like, God, you're a bitter old bastard. I don't want to turn into that guy.
He had a hard life, man. He had a hard life.
Hard life, I guess. We do it to ourselves though, right? All right, who's ready for the next word? So we did FOMO for her. I suppose I should read the rest of that definition. It's fear of missing out, and it's an anxiety that comes from the feeling that you might be missing out on something more exciting or important than what you're currently doing. FOMO, now you know.
Yep.
All right, next word for Skis. Glow up. I'm sure she knows. What's a glow up, Skis?
You have to.
I got my ideas. Glow
Your
up.
daughter would probably know.
Is that like getting all like done up and like getting dressed up, makeup?
I guess.
Trying to look good.
Can we give that
Make
to
yourself
him?
look good.
That's not what it means though.
Not really.
Well, that's what I'm guessing.
But that's a good one.
But kind of.
It's like it falls in it, but it basically means like you 10 years ago. Let's say
Wow.
No, just,
it hurts. It hurts.
Me 10 years ago and me now, I glowed up.
She glowed up.
You know what I mean? Like you 10 years ago. I don't get why you're laughing.
How dare she?
Well, I don't know. What does it mean?
Right? That's what it means.
Glow up. This means the makeover or transformation from bad to good, basically.
No, but it'd be
You used to be a bad person.
I
Steve.
guess.
Admit it on
It
camera.
could be personality.
Everybody,
It could be.
It could be all that,
looks,
yeah.
It could be all of it.
Yeah.
You're different now. You're better.
Yeah.
In your mind, you're better. Right? That's kind of a hard definition of it. There's softer definitions of that. The next word. Wait, who'd I do? You or her?
You did
you.
me, so now she's next.
The next word is fat. PHAT. It means something different.
Oh my god.
Fat is like
Doesn't mean what we think it means these days. Let's go.
fat booty.
No.
Right? Fat, but okay, so there used to be a brand called Baby Fat.
See, I thought it meant.
Yeah, I got this one. I think.
You know what it means? Say it.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Damn. See, that's what I thought it meant too. According to Justin, it doesn't mean any of that.
What the fuck? What does it mean? I thought it meant fat booty.
Well, I thought that's what I thought it meant.
That's exactly what I thought it meant. Pretty hot and thick.
That shit's fat.
It means this expresses that something was lit or cool. That's what fat means. PHAT.
Y'all used to say that?
I guess. Skis did.
I never said it.
This is in
I've
the,
just
Damn,
seen
this
the
party's
definition.
fat? That's how
I
you
guess
use
that
it?
doesn't
It was
sound
usually
right,
for a
does it?
girl,
Right.
girl, you look fat. Like, man,
I thought it was pretty hot and thick.
pretty hot and tempting.
Oh my god, if you
I
told
think
someone, girl,
Justin-
you look fat.
I never.
You can't
said
say it though.
Bro.
People did say it though.
I feel like,
People did say it.
dude, Justin, did you mess up the definitions, bro?
Yeah.
It says this expressed that something was lit or cool. I've never heard anyone say it though.
See, I was
that
thinking
shit's fat.
Yeah, I've never heard that. Right? Have you?
No, I always heard it it was made to say a girl looks good. At
Yeah,
one time.
that's what I thought.
It did.
Caesar knew.
Did you know? No. I was thinking, oh, fat fish. This fish. Oh my god.
It's spelled the same, right? Is fat fish spelled the same?
Yeah, it is.
So
It's a weird one. I've never heard that one. Though.
see, I was thinking fat meant licious or something, kind of
Yeah.
big booty or fat.
Because these are slangs.
punani,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking all that. I was thinking the one Ski said in specific. Because it's got to be an acronym for pretty hot and thick, right? That's always what I thought that
Fat
was.
Fish Brewery, pretty hot and thick.
That was even before me. I think that was LL Cool J in the
I know,
late
right?
80s.
That's probably wait, what is it? Gen Z or millennial? What is
He's
it? Gen
millennial.
Z? Millennial. So it's probably a millennial term. Because that sounds like something LL Cool J would say. I want to ask her this next one. Can I ask her?
All right.
Go.
Cap. That's cap.
Like a lie. Like your cap.
Good,
Did
so
you
proud-
know what that one was?
You kind of
You
okay.
didn't
It's
know.
kind of like you telling me you fucked 2 bitches in one night. Oh, you're cap. That's cap.
What? That's cap.
I'm like, that's what it means. If you want to use it in a sentence.
Dude, I didn't have time to, but before this podcast, I was going to program, the guys that say, stop the cap.
Yeah.
You know those 2 dudes?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to program one of these buttons to be like, stop the cap when I push it.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
I have to get that. It's so
'Cause-
classic. If you ever go watch that video the original video where they said that, it's so hilarious. Like,
Use it on
stop the
skis.
cap. Stop the cap.
So what's their definition?
Cap, an older but still relevant term. Cap means to lie. If you say no cap, it means you are being authentic or truthful. So if I'm like, Skis, last night I banged 2 girls, no cap. That means no lie. Now you know. Stop the cap. When I say stop the cap, that means stop lying, Skis.
All right.
Lying ass.
Let's go.
All right, who's ready for the next one? We have
Yes.
3 more left. I mean, we gotta get. We're at an hour and a half. We've been sitting here. This is nuts, dude. This is the longest podcast we've ever done. All right, I bet you Skis will know this. Maybe. What? It's a phrase. What's the 411? Is the phrase. What's the 411?
What's the info? What do you know? What's the lowdown?
Oh!
Right.
They use that in Mean Girls. Yeah.
Really?
It's like a 2000s thing.
Yeah,
So
it's a
y'all's
millennial.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Millennial. We should know. I didn't know what it was.
Like the Paris Hilton era.
Really?
Yeah.
Was Paris Hilton in that show?
No, but it's like, you remember
That
when Paris Hilton
sounds-
and Britney were like hot?
Yeah.
The shit. That's
They were
like
stepping
the
out of
411.
cars with their coochies out.
Yeah, they're Louis Vuitton. They're like rainbow. Yeah.
Now Britney Spears isn't Britney Spears in captivity?
Dancing with
Are you
Knives.
afraid for Britney Spears? Do you know anything about that story?
I love her so much. I want to meet her. That's it.
Don't you think she's been kidnapped though? You don't believe that's
I think she's on drugs.
probably yeah.
Most likely her prescription drugs. But
Why would someone who's on prescription drugs turn off the comments on all their videos though? She turns off the comments.
I think
on
it's
all
her dad.
Instagram
Doesn't
stuff.
her
No,
dad?
but she's out of that.
Yeah, she's out of that stuff.
Oh, she got out of
The
it?
judge ruled
Yeah,
she could
she
get
got all
out
the
of
money,
that.
everything.
What was it called?
I'm sorry, but she's very much coming up for like a mysterious ODs, mysterious suicide.
I think she's been kidnapped. And
Or she's gonna
somebody's
do something
forcing her
crazy
to
into
dance.
prison, right?
Dude, if you go watch her recent videos, like, and just look at her eyes, she looks like, I don't know, somebody asking you for $1.
Whenever she's whenever she's dancing on Instagram,
Yeah.
I'm watching her eyes like, is she trying to
Dude, it's
tell
the
us a secret
face.
message? Yeah, like help me. I'm looking like what's she trying to say? Like, is there a secret code?
I saw
I
something.
think she's been kidnapped.
Well, no, I saw something where they were saying she's cloned. Like, they cloned her. Like,
Well,
she's
her
not
sister.
real.
They saw some of the videos where she was dancing. Her sister, it was her sister.
That, like, the face.
Jamie
AI.
Lynn Spears, yeah, she was using a face thing, and they saw it when she turned. The filter moved a little, and it was her sister under there dancing. So there's some sketchy stuff going on because she was trying to pretend she was Britney.
Yeah, because her sister's butt fucking ugly.
She is
She
actually.
really
I have to
is.
admit, I have to agree, and she doesn't have any singing talent either. I think she's just jealous of Britney.
Yeah, she got. It was actually on SNL one year. Her sister was on there singing, and the she was lip singing, and like the
Thing
music
cut
like
out?
screwed up, and like her lips are still moving. There's like no, it's all like skipping and stuff.
Oh, that's hard.
Can I say this?
That's hard.
Everyone gave Britney shit for like doing her concerts and lip syncing. I rather have her do that than hear her real voice, because when you go to concerts and hear their real voice,
It's awful.
It's like I'm like, bitch, just lip
I
sync.
agree. I 100%
I'm good with it.
agree with that. And the other thing is, when they sing it live, a lot of times they like change it a little bit, and you're so pissed because I'm like, that was the part that I liked. The way you sung it in the song, that's how I want to hear it on stage. Don't like have a moment where you just do the notes extra long, all this BS.
No, or when they stop and then they're like, sing it for me. Like, don't
Like,
sing.
no.
I don't want to sing it for you. I
No.
paid for you to sing it.
Sing it the way you recorded it, exactly like that. So yes, I agree with them. Just lip sync.
Like Nicki Minaj, I love her, but like she be rapping and then she's like, puts the microphone out. Like,
Come on,
girl,
bitch.
no.
I'm here. I paid for the
Yeah.
ticket. You sing.
These $400 tickets, lady. Come on.
Skis would never go to a Nicki Minaj concert.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki's kind of
Nicki
our
Minaj.
generation, though, isn't she? Nicki's like our grandmother.
I can rap super bass, the whole thing.
Super bass. Oh yeah, I remember that song.
When it's
There's
like,
no way I
boom,
could
boom,
rap
boom,
it.
boom. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a
that was a
baller
good one.
song. Damn,
She was
we're getting
dancing
old.
in some mini shorts and the thong poking out. I was like 9 and I wanted to do that.
Isn't
I
it
wanted
weird?
to copy that video.
Isn't it weird how Nicki Minaj now? You remember when she just first came out of working at Lobster? She worked at Red Lobster. She was a server. She just came out of Red Lobster. She started rapping her rap career. Everybody was talking about Nicki Minaj like she's Red. This girl you're talking about,
Oh, Sexy Red?
Sexy Red. Everybody was looking at Nicki Minaj like that. And now Nicki, when Nicki comes out, we're all like, oh,
I know.
we're safe now. It's Nicki. She's
She's like the OG. I can say this, like, personally, like when Cardi B came out, like, I wasn't a big fan. I think Cardi B's annoying. Like, I don't like her voice. Personally.
the only song I liked with Cardi B was Red Bottoms. Yeah.
Like, that was the one that got her blown up. Now it's just, I'm good.
Now I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out.
Next.
Next.
Nicki,
please.
come on.
When she did that interview with Joe Biden, when Cardi B did the interview with Joe Biden for the presidency, I was like, okay, I'm done here.
This
God
bitch.
help us.
Whoever gave her that interview.
This bitch. Yeah, exactly. All right, so what's the 411? Yeah, this was a way of asking for the latest news. You got that right, Skis. Proud of you, dog.
Yay.
Proud of you. The next one for you, sip tea. No way you'll get this.
Sipping tea is basically like the hot gossip.
Oh, shit.
Drama.
Shit. She knows.
Yeah, like drama.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's the
I don't know.
exact
I
definition.
want to drink some tea.
Like, you never seen the meme of Kermit the Frog and he's sipping tea?
I've seen that, yeah.
Like, okay, basically,
Huh.
whenever, let's say
You gossip when you drink tea. Right?
let's say you got juicy gossip and you want to tell
Yeah.
him, you just send him the meme of like the tea.
Oh, we got to do that now.
Like, whenever
Come
y'all
on,
got some
dog.
good tea, just send the emoji of the tea. Or the
I'm down for
yeah.
this. That's exactly what it means. The definition of sip tea. Sip tea is an alternative to spilling the tea, meaning you're sitting back and listening to the gossip rather than participating in it.
Yeah.
So you're sipping the tea, right? Mm-hmm. You're spilling the tea if you're giving the gossip. I'm telling all you the gossip. I'm spilling the tea.
I do both.
We say spilling the beans, right? I say
Spill
spill
the
the
beans,
beans,
spill
bitch.
the beans.
You do sip the tea and
Yeah,
spill
spill
the
the
tea.
tea.
There you go. I like that. Final one. Shit. I'm gonna give this to Skis. You did sip tea, right?
Yes.
What is a scrub?
Something that a girl don't want. No. Right?
You don't want no scrubs, Skis?
Yeah.
TLC.
Nobody want no scrub, right?
Oh, she said TLC.
Yeah, it's the perfect. Yeah, that is literally the definition.
That's his generation too. 90s. This 90s slang word referred to a broke or jobless man. He had no class and no prospects in life.
It's funny though. There's a lot of women with them guys.
I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is
And they're
a
very
guy.
much proud of it, taking them selfies. Like,
Dudes are proud of being scrubs these days. It's weird. I don't know how they get girls. That always used to piss me off. Some dude that I thought was worse than me, and I'd see him with a cute
Well, you got
girl.
nothing to do, so you can give them 100% of their time.
yup.
That only works until you're over 20, and then she's like, wait a second. This
am
motherfucker
I
ain't got no
doing?
prospect.
Yeah.
It's not cool anymore to be just a bum.
Yeah,
Play
it's not in.
Come over to my house, babe, and watch me play video games. I remember I have friends that would just I had this friend in particular. He would have all these girls at his house all the time. I'll be like, what is it? What is it about this dude? He would just play video games. They would come over and hang over and like sit.
You smoking with them?
Yeah, is he giving
No,
himself?
I don't know what he was doing. He did grow weed though.
Well,
He went to prison for that at some point.
That's probably
yeah,
that's
that's
probably a
probably
good reason.
Probably why.
Yeah.
Probably why.
Oh my god.
All right, Dana. Right? We never did a proper introduction of you. Do you have anything you want to say to introduce yourself at the end of this podcast?
How would I do that?
I don't know, just your name, where you grew up.
My name is Dana. I grew up in Houston, Texas. I like cats. I
hell
work
yeah.
mainly Monday through Saturday. And my free time is literally right now.
Hell yeah.
Saturday nights. And that's it.
Woo, me too.
Sundays, I'm sleeping.
Skis too.
Yep.
All right, so here's what I want to do before
Not
we
enough
end this
free time.
podcast. This has been awesome hanging out with you, Dana, on the BTG Squad podcast. I'm excited that you showed up. It's been freaking huge success for me and Skis because we don't really get guests on this show. It's very rare.
We were spilling the tea and sipping
We were
the tea.
spilling the tea. We were chilling. This was
Sipping
great.
and spilling, man.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to have to come back on the show. I think we just lost the light. I don't know how, but whatever.
Man, we killing the power.
So before we leave, let's see. I want to play a video.
Shit.
Everybody put your headphones on. Dana, you got some headphones over there. I think I'm recording. Let me make sure.
I
Yeah.
could hear you.
You can hear now?
I could hear me. Okay.
Can everybody see this video? Skis, can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it, Dana?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play it. This is just a video I saw. I want to preface this, I guess. This is just a video I saw, and it's just, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that just makes you a little more grateful for what you've got in your life. And we all get wrapped up all the time in some of the stuff that we don't have and the nonsense and the drama. And this is just a great video to show how we should be a little more thankful sometimes for what we actually have. Let's play this video. Oh, can we not hear it? There we go.
Yeah.
3,000 naira per month.
Can you take me tour of your place?
This is her house.
Here to get the water.
Are these your kids?
Yes.
What's your name?
Chimamanda.
Oh. So this house is basically on sawdust.
Yes, yes.
Oh wow. So how does your children cope?
She have contact codes and that's a fashion. Bedroom is outside.
Let's check it out.
Look at this. This is your house.
Oh wow.
This is the bathroom.
So this is where you take your bath.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm selling markets.
What kind of market?
Sometimes we make 5,000 naira.
Per month.
Sometimes 10,000.
This is 50,000 naira.
Oh God. Thank you.
We are going to get a new apartment for you in a safe and sound environment. Good afternoon, ma.
All right. So I just wanted to play that, not to kill the mood, not to do anything crazy, but sometimes we forget how nice the world is that we live in. And I'm super grateful that I've got my friends and I've got you to come on the show tonight and Caesar. And it's good to be grateful for some of the things that we have, because a lot of times we forget. And people are living in conditions like this all over the world. She's just one example of it, you know. And I'd like to get into more episodes like what we do here where I show stuff like that, maybe at the end of the podcast or the beginning or whatever. But, you know, it's just something to bring you back down to earth and to be grateful for the stuff that you got.
Realize your struggles
Right.
ain't so bad sometimes.
Yeah, man.
The things we complain about aren't as bad as what people
No.
go through.
We got it great. It's a great night. We've got great weather. We've got everything we could really ever want. It's great to have ambitions and dreams and to go, you know, want to do more and do bigger and do better. But just always remember that there's people that are struggling and they're just
Stay humble.
yeah,
Yes.
they're really just barely living. So Dana, it was great to have you on the podcast tonight. This was an epic night for us. Caesar, thank you for bringing her. Thanks for showing up, bro. Skis.
I had so much fun. This was really fun.
This was awesome.
I love talking, and this is very therapeutic. It's like a free therapy session.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yes.
You're definitely welcome back whenever you want to. It's not like me and Arrow have a bunch of things going on. We're just willing to
We're
work
busy.
with
We'll
whatever.
try to pencil you in.
Yeah, we'll pencil you in. All the guests that are coming on BTG Squad.
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely more stories. I got a little bit more.
100%.
A little bit more to sprinkle on that.
100% we'll bring you back for more.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got videos. They're floating here. You'll see them. Thank you for watching BTG Squad. Subscribe. Catch you in the next video. Peace. What's cooler than that?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.